Hi lovelies, you're welcome to another episode of the Bliss Hour, and on today's episode we'll be having a Zoom interview with Mrs. Millicent Nwaka, the wife of our famous dandy humorist. She is a senior broadcast journalist at Channels Television and also an author. Today we'll be discussing about curbing malnutrition in Nigeria. Of course, we know that malnutrition is one of the biggest challenges we have in our country, thereby affecting millions of people, especially children and women. Today we'll be talking about the effects, the causes, and some solutions we can use to curb this malnutrition in our country. So grab your popcorns, your drinks, whatever you use in relaxing yourself so you can enjoy this episode. We will be right back. You're welcome from that short break, guys. Like I said, we'll be talking about curbing malnutrition in Nigeria, and we have a special guest who will be doing that topic with us today. You're welcome, Matt, to the Bliss Hour.
Hello, and thank you for having me.
I would like to ask, what does the media profession mean to you, and how has your journey been so far?
I think that the media profession is a powerful tool for shaping public opinion, informing society, and holding leaders, government officials, and others accountable. As for my journey, it's been both challenging and rewarding because we're looking at a fast-paced world where the media is necessary to sort of amplify social issues. And in all of this, what is happening is that I am learning in the process. Every day, it's a learning curve for me. I'm learning, applying it to my next task in the media.
All right. So how has it been being married to, or how does it feel being married to a comedian while you yourself are in a more serious part? Just share your experience with us.
Everybody asks me, it seems I get lots of laughter, at home. I say it's quite, it's neither here nor there. It's a unique perspective. Humor helps ease the stress of the day after a hard day's work or a complicated task in the office. And so we have the different paths that we've chosen, complementing ourselves in those ways, so I think that it's a unique blend at the end of the day. If you look at some of our chats, his responses to them are quite different from what another person would respond, and they are quite hilarious. So there is quite some relief, from time to time, in that relationship.
All right. So how has relocating from Port Harcourt to Lagos been for you? How does it feel like? How does it look like? How has it been for you?
I would say it's no different because I used to live in Lagos. I was born there and I lived there, went to school there, University of Lagos. So it was quite exciting when I was leaving Lagos to Port Harcourt. I've always been one to travel, and yes, Lagos was a more vibrant media landscape, but that still didn't make me look forward to Port Harcourt, because Port Harcourt was a whole new, was on another level. We went to set up a radio station, and it was the first talk radio station in the state, and we had fun during that, for the period that we did that there. And it was something new, so it was, really a challenge. It was sort of like a challenge for me, and we all worked together. The family that I made there, colleagues, still family today. Wherever we go, wherever we are, we still call ourselves family, the pioneers of that particular program at that particular period. And then moving now to Abuja, it's a whole new, how do you put it, a ball game entirely, because Abuja is quite different. And I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to the city. I'm getting used to the lifestyle. I'm getting used to the roads. I'm getting used to the no traffic, if you know what I mean.
So talking about curbing malnutrition in Nigeria, which is our topic for today, what fuels your interest? What's your interest in curbing malnutrition in Nigeria?
would say that it is a passion that should be the responsibility of everyone who can make a difference. The vulnerable populations are expanding, children, pregnant women. It's a preventable crisis if we can tackle it. Through awareness, policy changes, improve public health, enhance economic productivity, economic activity. There's so much that we can do. Those who are displaced, IDP camps, they're suffering the most. Those in conflict areas, families where agricultural activities have been disrupted, and not just in Nigeria, sub-Saharan Africa.
We cannot talk about malnutrition without talking about food insecurities. So, behind everything, there is a reason. So, what are those reasons for food insecurity in Nigeria?
This is impacting them, it's impacting their families. And sometimes they say, yes, we might be really particular about what's happening internally, but what sometimes happens externally affects us. So we must take care, whatever it is that we're doing. We're seeing efforts from the government, and government is working hard to improve food security and nutrition. Government plays a very important role in promoting a number of these policies, agricultural development, providing programs, more social welfare programs for the people, trying to ensure that there are more nutrition interventions, nutrition initiatives. We have a number of laws, the multi-sectoral plan for action for food and nutrition. We have a number of states that have adopted this. We have, more importantly, which was recently launched in February this year, the N774 initiative, and that is designed to tackle nutrition at the grassroots.
So we've spoken about food insecurity in our country and the ways it can affect human beings in this country. So what do our governments do to help us get access to this healthy food or nutritious food? What are those policies they have put in place in order for us to access good food?
Essential nutrition services in all 774 local government areas of the country. This is an important initiative because it's it's looking at localized solutions, localized approaches to tackling malnutrition across the local government areas. And it's focusing on a number of things: improving nutrition outcomes through community-based intervention, decentralization, where we're looking at enhancing coordination, between the stakeholders, government agencies, local governments. The states are also involved. We have development partners, donor partners, private sector, all coming together to deliver sustainable nutrition programs.
So what are those strategies or solutions we can use that can help us produce food sustainably in our country or improve nutrition in our country today?
We're also looking at creating more awareness, nutrition prioritization, scaling up those interventions, and another key importance is funding. We hope that all of this coming together with dedication, effort, and the expertise by the people themselves who are very passionate, we can indeed reduce to the barest minimum, if not totally eradicate, and this would take some time. We have to be realistic. We must also not forget the importance of monitoring and evaluation for results. We do hope, and very optimistic, that we will be able to tackle malnutrition in Nigeria.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for doing this with us once again. I really appreciate you. Do have a lovely day. Bye.
Thank you very much.
So guys, you've heard from our guests. Curbing malnutrition in our country isn't just a personal thing. We all have to put our collective effort, including the individuals, communities, and even the government. So let us put our hands together to curb malnutrition in our country so no Nigerians will go hungry. Until next time, I remain your host, Bliss. Bye.